My name is Doron Youngerwood. I'm the Global Marketing Manager for the Collaboration Business Unit at Dimension Data. One client that comes to mind is Unilever, global fast-moving consumer goods company, manufacturing company. They already had a well-methodical, well-thought-through collaboration strategy. They had a wide portfolio of collaboration tools and technologies like video conferencing, web conferencing. The problem was they weren't getting great utilization rates. They're getting relatively low usage and adoption rates on many of the technologies. So they really wanted to revamp and reignite how collaboration is being used and embraced in the organization. So for me, it wasn't necessarily the most innovative, but it transformed the way that they get things done, productivity, decision making. So that they replaced a number of video conferencing and telepresence, high-end video conferencing technologies and solutions globally. They looked at a managed service to ensure that the calls worked each and every time, because at the end of the day, the internal IT team didn't have the resource to manage it. It was complex, very complicated. And so for me, Unilever comes to mind because they got fantastic return on investment very, very quickly after having deployed the technologies. And so the uniqueness of that was how they had a very well thought through strategy. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They had a plan, and the technology came after. They didn't lead with technology, which is a common mistake that many organizations do. So once they had the plan and the strategy, we matched the technology to that strategy, and it worked wonders. They got fantastic ROI, and it's embraced across the organization. Building a business case for collaboration is essential. You need to understand what the expected outcomes will be. So you may already have a collaboration strategy, you may already have technologies and tools, but are they working? Are they being highly adopted? And so proving the business case to the board is without a doubt fundamental. And there's a number of elements of that. One is we saw in the Connected Enterprise Report, which is a piece of research we carried out earlier this year, that the number 2 driver for collaboration isn't reducing travel costs, isn't about speeding up decision making, it's in fact improving sales. This is the first time we've really seen a direct correlation between usage of collaboration tools and driving the business forward, improving sales and revenue. So as soon as you show the board and the execs this kind of information, then it's going to be of interest to them. And so leading with a well thought through methodical strategy to ensure that these technologies and the usage of these technologies will lead to a given outcome is really important. And so I think that's a really key recommendation for many organizations. The most common barrier to mass adoption of collaboration is probably training, user training. It sounds so simple, but many organizations don't necessarily think about incorporating that into a usage and adoption program. And if they do, it's normally too late. It's normally an afterthought. So they deploy the technologies, and then perhaps a month later, then they decide, actually, we need to improve adoption rates because people are unaware of the new collaboration tools, or they're unaware of how to use them. The training is really key, and it needs to be included early on as part of a broader usage adoption program. So we've seen, as part of a usage and adoption program, the exec's sponsorship is fundamental in driving usage of collaboration across the organization. When you see an email or a series of communications from senior executives, it has an impact on people motivated to carry out and use and embrace these collaboration tools. So that's one part of it. There seems to be a bit of a battle between IT departments and lines of business in whose role and responsibility is it to not just develop the strategy, but also deploy the technologies. So the onus is down to both IT and also line of business to ensure that they are communicating openly and being as transparent as possible with each other. What does a line of business need? What do they require to get things done, to be more productive, to be more efficient? That's really important, and the IT department needs to take that into consideration when developing a collaboration strategy. How do the lines of business communicate externally with suppliers, with clients, with partners? Again, are the tools that the IT department are planning on rolling out, are they fit for purpose? Are we able to use these technologies not just within our network, within our company, colleague to colleague, but also externally? So clear lines of communication between IT and line of business is fundamental. In many cases, the user, the lines of business, want to use tools that they're used to in their personal lives. They're used to using Google Hangouts and FaceTime and WhatsApp, and these are great tools. So the challenge is, how can the IT department replicate that kind of user experience, but yet ensure that these are secure and are fit for purpose within the enterprise? And so again, the communication between the two is really fundamental, ensuring that the tools are secure and abide by any compliance and governance implications, but at the same time offer the users across many divisions and many departments the same experience that they're used to in their personal lives.